We'll press the record button and then we'll look at it first. Hi, everybody. Get rid of that ugly text. It's something that I find that's a lot of errors. It's all for the same thing though. Is it possibly because oh god. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't work. It's throwing up errors because we were simulating. When you're simulating, it doesn't spawn the player character in, and when it doesn't spawn the player character in, we can't cast to it. So, hey, the boom's feeling a bit more rigid today. I don't know what's up with it. It's a good thing if I don't jam my face into the microphone. Hi. I'm sorry. Big apology to Mika. I'm sorry. You're streaming now. I'm streaming now. Go check him out. He does Unreal as well, a lot more proficiently than I do. He doesn't have any of these things floating around. It almost doesn't look like Unreal at all. Haha. Reset spawn boolean. Okay. So this is this will one day be rewritten. This, I don't like this. Haha. Big funny. Oh god, you're doing this on event tick. And what are you doing? What kind of absolute madman would do this? Score. Do you know what? Let's no, we can't. You know, if we have a branch in here, that might get it to complain less. Brank. Condition. That is a pure cast, okay. Okay. That should just do the same thing, but now it's gonna have the error at the branch. If we have errors at all. In fact, that may have quelled the error. Would you look at that? Oh no, the message log was hidden. Oh yeah, look at yo. No errors. That makes me happy. No errors makes me happy. I was gonna do some things today. I was sat and I was thinking. Those are the things that I'm gonna do today. And then I stood up. I went to get my drink. I realized the internet was not working good, so I fiddled with the internet for some time. Upkeep. Yo, whoa! This is all done on tick. Yo! You can't. I guess it does have to. I'm sure there'd be a tidier way of doing that, but it was because when it wasn't on tick, it wasn't updating things properly. I better check the actual the tick rate of this beast. We don't want it being... Alright, okay. It only ticks 4 times a second. Not a problem. Easy peasy, mate. Tick is 60 FPS. Because we're POG. Okay. So, one thing I do want to do is I want to delete... the second dark instance of each one of these. Oh, I can replace references. Cancel. Can delete that one, and we can replace the reference with that, which is the same thing. Right. This will replace and reference to the pending deleted assets with one up v2 body and then delete them. Are you sure? Yeah. That should be fine, right? Whatever. It didn't work. Big brain. One up v2 body 2. Replace. Whatever. Oh, I know what the problem is. It's doing it, but can't just drag them in, can we? Body 3. It doesn't have the positional data. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go into this. Gonna have to go into the viewport, and then we don't need the default root scene, do we? Just make that the new root. And we really don't need those either. Hold on. Dark P behind. Dark U behind. Is it F2 to rename? Yeah. Pink I. Oh, it's a 1. Never mind. I have no brain. Must remember that when you're watching. Dark U front. Dark 1 behind. Pink P. Dark P front. And that is the dark 1 off front. Okay. Yeah. Save. So actually, we're going to delete the pink ones as well, and we're gonna. That's a U. Because I'm an idiot. Didn't think this through. Big brains. Scooby-Doo. But it's cool that we can do this. We can just replace the references and we get all of our bodies preserved in 1-up, even if they are not preserved in 1-up, if you understand my meaning. So dark 1 up front, dark U up front, dark P up front, they're all in the right position. Pink U, pink 1, pink P all need to move back. Not that much. Oh, we can't nudge unless we're in an orthographic view. Can you have an orthographic view in this? I guess we could, maybe. And we're also going to change that to acrylic clear. And then the ones behind, they get moved twice, and then we're golden. It was that has been bugging me. That has been bugging me for weeks. But there we go. 1-up. It should work exactly the same. See, there's a 1-up right there. We can in fact simulate the game and find out that the it's a little bit off center. He is a little bit off center. Yes. He's trying his hardest. We can just move the route, right? Translate this boy. No? We gotta go into the actual. We're not in. Yeah. No? Right. Yeah, because that's the root object of the scene now. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Yeah. So if we go to the power up, the 1-up power up, go to the viewport, and we get the 1-up one. Back in my day. Just remember 20 degrees, okay? And 20. That looks like it's in the middle. It doesn't really matter, it's not a physics component, so it should just drop in front of our camera now, and it should look right as rain. That is beautiful. Still got this horrible darkening going on. Now, I know he said we would deal with some darkening. We would accept some darkening to the visual, but not like this. That's too much. I'm probably gonna edit the way the power-ups look later anyway, so we won't go crazy. We will not go crazy. However, we will start to go crazy right now because we need to make a particle system. Yeah. Probably gonna have to look this up. So I might open the Google Chrome. Yeah. You want to download Microsoft Edge? Google Chrome. Google Chrome. Google Chrome. Google Chrome. UE4. Particle and beam with hit scan. Why do you insist on doing this? Why do you insist on doing this? I want a bullet tracer now. Hard move particle between 2 points. Move glowing particle from a start point, usually weapon barrel to the end point, where the hit scan ends. Grappling hook mechanic. Solution found. You can set a location of a particle directly with the fittingly named direct location module. Do not want notifications, thank you. Choose the beam emitter name as the source, and you can make any particle follow along with the beam. Laser is an S. Erasio, it's an acronym. Sorry. I'm so sorry. No. Laser. They're not, you know what, we're just intro to Cascade, creating a beam emitter. It's videos. Here we go. Beam particle tutorial, old UE4 wiki. Oh god. Beam modules. Docs.unreal engine. That's the goal that we're looking for. Sorry there's nothing to look at on the screen here, but apparently I disconnected from the chat room. It's Unreal Docs. We can all, I'm sorry, your retinas, I know. But we can all have a look at this. I'll have a little giggle. The position of the source target will be modified, otherwise position. If true, the position of the source and target will be modified, otherwise position is not valid. If true, the position of the source target is scaled by the position value of the modifier module, otherwise override the position of the source target. Position value used to modify the position of source target. Tangent of the source target is locked for the life of the particle. Now, I won't sugarcoat this. I watched the video that was recommended on YouTube. I did not really understand it, so there will be no noise. Basically, let's just let's get this off to the side underneath chat so I can still see chat, but off the screen. We'll make the particle system first. So this is going to be particle system weapon beam. We don't need any of that. Particle system weapon beam. And we are going to okay, that doesn't yeah. Emitter particle system beam data. It is beam. Target, yes. Texture file. Yeah, it's going to be instantaneous. taper. For taper the beam relative to the source. Taper the beam relative to the source. Location 0. Wait, what? Taper the beam relative to the source target, regardless of current beam length. Partial. Taper factor. I wanted alpha tapering, but I wanted it to, you know, none. Screw it. No taper. Beam rendering variables: render geometry, render direct line, render lines, render tessellation. Okay. Particle emitter. Here we go. Required default particle. We have a material for it. Can we just use that material? That is a negatory. There we go. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. It's the initial size. Initial size. That will go. All right. That's pretty perfect, if you ask me. Yeah, lifetime. Oh, but it only spawns one particle, right? So that is the particle that we get. We can't change that. We can't really change that to anything or from anything. I thought I brought myself a snack, but I haven't. I'm not gonna go get one though. Too fat. I don't think we need this. Delete. Initial size. Do need that. Do not delete. Initial velocity. Don't need that. Doesn't have velocity. Color of a life. Nope. Don't need that. It's extra. It's flab that we don't need. We need the size. We do need the size. Cascade. B3D draw mode. I don't know what this changes. Yeah, it's fine. Spawn. Instant. One. Just one. We only need one particle, right? Good. Required. Emitter origin, emitter rotation. Use local space. Okay, we can't use that. Sort mode, legacy emitter time, HMD role. Doesn't really make a difference. Module. emitter duration, duration, loops, delay, sub UV, macro UV, rendering, UVF lipping mode. Alpha threshold, emitter normals mode, emitter normal sphere center. We'll go back to the beam, we'll try that tapering out. Full. We'll get a full taper on this beast. Does it taper? Does not taper. It's tapered the whole thing, but okay. It's not full to the beam relative sort target regardless of beam length. Partial. Taper scale. It's making it thinner, but it's not. It's not tapering it. Okay. Let's stop this. Let's stop trying to taper it. Think we're good. So if we just do that, save. I'll have the bounce all the way over there. No worry, no worry. Now we need a boy, the bubble man. Because right now he has this, which I hope you understand is a cylinder that is painted with a translucent emissive material such that it looks like a laser sight, but is not a laser sight. It is in fact geometry. It's kind of ugly, and it's probably quite wasteful of resources, really, having a big old circle thing sticking out of the ladder. Should have made it out of square, really. Yeah, so we just get rid of that. And we just add a particle system. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Why? Another component already has the same name, does it bollocks? Just delete it. Messing me around. Let's see how it is. Laser boy it is then. Expose parameter. Expose parameter. I don't know why I'm bothered even editing this, because we're gonna have to make a real skeletal mesh for this dude. In fact, we're gonna have to convert those that smelly gun model into a skeletal mesh. Oh god. Why do I make this hard? Why do I do hard mode? Why is everything hard mode? Right, okay. That's fine. No, it's fine. Particle. PS laser. There's weapon beam. PS weapon beam. There it is. There we go. It's doing it. It is doing it. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so it's firing backwards into the model, which is not ideal. What is this? See a gun. Okay. Why it's firing into 0, 0, 0. I don't know why you can't. In fact, that as well. That shouldn't be rotated. Oh. I'm editing the wrong thing, that's why. Noggin's done a potato. Why won't you set to 0? Why is it negative 0.0000027 degrees? Why not 0, mate? PS weapon beam. Beam data. From the source to the supplied target. Okay. Add a variable, which is going to be a transform, I'm guessing. And this is going to be laser. It's going to be TR laser incident. I probably spelled that wrong, actually. No matter. Move and shoot. I'm going to add a pin here. Yeah, we're going to add one of those there as well. Jesus. Look at mouse cursor, that's fine. Then raycast, line trace, line trace, line trace, line trace, line trace for objects. Multi-line trace, lumen AR trace for each ear line trace channels. For each ear lumen AR line trace channel. think this. Start. Get world transform. Transform? That's a vector. Get location. Get world location vector. Spiffin. End. No, I don't want. I don't know. No, I don't want that. I want a line trace. No. Hit location, yes. No. Line trace. Profile. Nope. Let's look up how to do a line trace. UE4 line trace. Oh, I think we've got it. It was the only one that we didn't select. Here we go. How to do line trace by channel. Perform a collision trace along a given line. Return the first object that trace hits. Below you'll find the steps for setting up a single line trace by channel. Event tick line trace by channel. Start. Right, we do have to construct it. Mother dirtbags, right. Line trace by channel starts here, and then we have to get world rotation. Get forward vector. This is something that they have to do a lot. All right. Right. So they're just shooting a beam which is of length large. We don't want that one actually, because that doesn't have a this does not have a location out. We need a location that it hits. Line trace for objects. Nope. Nope. Line trace. Line trace. Web profile. What the hell, man? Raycast. Okay, maybe it is this one. Okay, so they've got a value of 1500 in theirs. It's okay, I guess. multiply vector float 1500 add vector to vector, combine the vectors. So it's fairly simple, but it's also kind of stupid, I guess. But then, okay, no, I'll forgive them. How would it know what you wanted to raycast? You know, trace visibility, complex collision, test against simplified collision, actors to ignore, none. Oh, actually, draw debug type. Okay. I swear we had a thing. Let me just get chat and view. I swear we had a thing where we could where we got the hit result split. That's better. Out hit location. So we'll have a branch. Branky, return value yay, and then true. We need to set no dip effect or whatever. Yeah. Set beam target point. There we go. And if there was no hit, we're gonna set that to, in fact, yeah, screw it. Yeah, we can just we'll go. So it should just not come out. That should be good. That should be. I just want to move you, dude. I just want to move you to the start of this comment block so that you look good. So that you look good. I hate these. I hate these goddamn tarantula nests of blueprint nodes. Oh, why they gotta be like this? Why can't they just do this stuff automatically for me? Dog. Can you please understand? I'm trying to route you. Okay, it should be fine. Muzzle attaches to both of those. And let's kind of route this a little bit. Just want to make it look nice, you know. Care about the space used right now. I don't care. Look at that. Look at all that wasted space that we got. But all these beasties are gonna be beautiful. Beautiful. Adding a comment block does not change my code. You potato. Draw time. First blocking hit. Oh, it does visibility. Idiot. That's the channel it's on. Yeah, I'm worrying about all the invisible walls in my level and how they're gonna set off the laser sight, and it's gonna look kooky because there's gonna be a fucking laser sight just stopping in midair. But it doesn't trace for invisible walls, it traces for visible. This is why I don't have a job. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. It's a potato. Look at it, fucking potato. So I'm seeing a problem here. I'm seeing a big problem. Do you see the problem? We have a laser sight which is like stuck to the origin. It ignores self, so that's okay. It's meant to update though, like every tick. Oh, got spawned on. And it does. I guess we're just gonna have to add this as an actor to ignore. Let's try that. Access none trying to read K2 node event other. Oh, yeah. We have learned to ignore that one. Particle system weapon beam. Beam data. Sheets 1, texture tile, distance, texture tile, sheets, beam count, speed, interpolation points, always on. Taper method, taper factor, taper scale, render geometry, render direct line, lines, tessellation. Required, emitter origin. I'm gonna have to set it in the goddamn blueprint, aren't we? Which I closed because I was so confident I had it done. Oh, we can set beam target point. Set beam. Hello? Source point. Spaghetti. Oh, I didn't tidy up any of that spaghetti either, did I? Whoopsie. Yeah, just go under. No one cares. For God's sake. That is a vector. Okay. Well, this is a vector. So that works out mighty fine. Straighten. All right. It's all right, maybe. Ding 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 ding. Oh, we have a stuck boy. He does not want to update his shit. As it's beam data. Emit a beam from the source to the supplied target. Yeah. Why is it doing it only one time? Turns the rotation of the component in world space. Target scene component get forward vector. Rotate the world forward vector by the given rotation. I think this maths is wrong. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Tangent values to modify the tangent source target. True, tangent and absolute tangent world space do not transform at scale. Modify lock, position. Position options, beam modifier. Through this position, the source type will be modified, otherwise position is not affected. So okay, modify. Let's try that. Let's PS beam data target distance taper rendering cascade. Oh god. Beam mod. Oh god damn it! I didn't have the goddamn beam modifier. Okay. Modify type target. Position options. Modify. Position. No. No async tick. Biggery. What's the best laser pointer? It works, you know, broken clock works twice a day. Don't care. That could be one of the problems. Right, okay. So now it should maybe occasionally just disappear. No? it's still just tied to the fucking origin of the world, which is incorrect. Incorrect. It's updating at least, which is one thing. So that means the tick is working, but the tick is not setting the endpoint of the thing correctly. It's got a nice little bit of a motion blur to it. I like that. It's kind of beautiful. Usually I hate motion blur in my games, but you know, sometimes, you know, as they say, if it's done right, it's done right. Ding, 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 ding. I'm just having fun playing the game. I know, it's a very fun game. More people should make top-down shooters. So this is getting... Ah, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? The muzzle is an arrow component, and the arrow is rotated in Y. Yeah. Yes. So you see that? So Y is this way around, right? And it's rotated by 90 degrees. So if we put that to 0, forward vector is actually down. Oh, for God's sake. Which means it's hitting the floor. But it's also not doing... If we go to out hit location vector, out hit impact point, out hit normal, out hit impact normal. Maybe we should use that one instead. We should be seeing a line straight down, but it's snapping to the center of the floor tile. It's still snapping to the center of the floor tile. Okay. Which means it is sensing the floor, and it is snapping to the... Oh, it disappeared for a second there. Did it disappear? Or did I just not see it because it's quite small? I think it just disappeared because it's quite small. Yeah, it's just behind the lamp. Oh. Oh, again, I think it's just because I'm moving it fast that it just becomes so faint you cannot register. People on an actual branch. Hey. Hi, buddy. Apparently, it's been reading this branch a whole bunch. Cool. This is wrong. What do we use the forward vector for? We use a forward vector, don't we? Ah. We use the muzzle, right? Okay. Socket transform. Brake transform. location, rotation, scale, output. Right, okay. Get socket transform, get world space socket transform. Really? Let's just delete that for a second. And we'll do the, it was gun, it was muzzle, right? And then it was, alright. Delete, don't need that. But we do need get socket transform. In fact, we don't even need that because there's get socket rotation right there. Boom, in socket name. I don't think this is gonna work. I didn't. You know what? No complaint. No complaint. 0% complaint. Some complaint did not work. It did not work. Yeah. -70. Be really good if I could see like how high this boy is, because what about the capsule? Does that capsule even touch the bottom of the? Okay, it does. Yeah. So the capsule is 1. Capsule half height. Here we go. 88. So 88. That's our number, right? So we need to. Split. Make vector. The x and y are fine. The z is going to be we don't need the. We just don't need the z. In this instance, the z is useless to us. So now that we've cut out the z, it's still firing down. Z is up and down, right? Looking from the top, x, y is, yeah, z is up. X, y is across and about. So why do you still struggle? Maybe not. Why is that Boolean? It has been rotated. Get world rotation. Oh, I picked up the machine gun. Oh, sick. No. Very good question, actually. Weapon BP Balashnikov. Let's just have a look. Did I call it as SMG? You know, it's fine. The muzzle should be doing that fine. There should be no problem. There should be no problem. Get world rotation. Maybe something about this beastie. Beam modifier. Beam modifier. Beam modifier module allows the source of the target beam to be modified. Beam target module implements a single type for the beam emitter. Target module is not present in the ability emitter. Assumes the beam is to be used directionally. Provides the following properties. Okay. So if I were to, in fact, not have that there at all. I do want the beam to be used directionally, yes. If we delete that, beam data length or length at the top, distance. What is it doing? Alright, okay. It's not. It's literally just a point. And it has, look, I can fucking see it. I can see it. And it's still stuck to 0, 0. Okay. Beam. Target. Target method. User set. Target name. Laser target. Play. Oh, hello. Frickin' did it. We frickin' did it. We frickin' did it. We frickin' did it. Doop doop doo doo doop. Doop doop doop. Still quite faint, so that's something that we can actually fix. Spawn required initial size. Can I move that up there? Initial size. It's kind of cool how it can wiggle like that. Whatever. That's a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? Let's. Oh, hello. Oh. Right, yes, okay, so that's bombastic. So 3.1 maybe. We'll just have that little bit of uncertainty about how bright it's gonna be. Scooby Doo Doo. If there is no hit, in fact, we don't want to set it to invisible. We want to set it to the direction we pointed it, but just to the max value of the distance that it will go. So instead of disappearing, it'll be a happy little red laser beam. Isn't that beautiful? So now, if we fire it out into the great beyond, you can see we can blind passers-by with a high-powered laser. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love it. Feels good, man. Feels like I should reward myself by playing a frame. Don't know what was up with my internet today. It's just been a bit weird. So first of all, my local adapters all stopped working pretty much entirely. I had really bad latency. So I reset them and it was fine for a while. And then all of the distribution boys stopped working properly. Very, very annoying. Oh my goodness. Keyboard. It is a controller, it's not a keyboard. There's a joystick. Trying to commit suicide here. He's trying, he's not succeeding. I'm not gonna let him. He's got too much to live for. Do you think joysticks are cool? Building executable, oh god. Oh no, what if I signed up for? So in order to set the target, that's fine. That's fine. Windows Firewall, thank you. Oh. It was another machine gun, yeah. The shotgun has a shotgun above it, remember? There's one. How long do the power-ups stay around? That's pretty inexcusable, isn't it? There's no auto cleanup on the power-ups then. Absolutely banging soundtrack though. Where is the pickup? Where is the pickup? Where is the pickup? Parent, there we go. Event graph. Add a variable. This is going to be a floaty boy. The floaty boy is going to be called lifespan. In fact, no, we won't. We'll leave it. Hold on, because initial lifespan. How long this actor lives before dying? 0 forever. This is the initial value and should not be modified once players begun. Correct. So it's got to account for spawning, dropping in, and maybe being crowded by enemies. I think a value of 9 seconds. It's in seconds, isn't it? It doesn't say. We're not going to do any level streaming, I don't think. Initial lifespan 9, I think is going to be good. So that should have changed it for all power-ups. So this should disappear in 9 seconds. Oh. There we go. The only reason I have a variance on the coins is because no real reason really. I don't know, thought it would be cool. It's so that it's so that they kind of scatter and they feel a little bit more organic maybe. I'm gonna move that over there. Gonna add some control nodes. Get it out of my grill. Don't want to put it inside, but I do also want it to be completely out of the way, so I can move this boy. Oh no. Hello. You're meant to be inside the comment there, buddy. Having a fun time, are we? It's been pretty gosh darn productive. Just gonna do some preparation because we'll have to make a Balashnikov at some point in the future. And it's gonna have to be like a blue color because that's the color I decided it was gonna be. We can change these things, don't worry about it. We can make a new instance, we can rename the instance. Um, pink, pink, pink. MI neon pink emissive. Save. We only need to change this, right? We only need to red to plastic. Should do that the other way around, really. Sockets, wireframe, vert colors, reimport base mesh sockets. Can I add a socket? Because it would be real helpful to throw in some sockets on this boy. Pivot. Okay. Sockets. Oh. Got a lot of shit going on. Stuff like that. Really, I should have not modeled. I'm just a yeah. Convert boxes to convex, remove collision, 626 DOP simplified collision. Oh, that's only about collision, right? Mesh. LOD auto. Yeah, we don't really care about any of that. I mean, I do kind of, because I'll eventually have to make this into a goddamn other kind of mesh. One of those gosh darn other kind of meshes, which is not going to be fun, but 'tis the way 'tis. Also, I do not enjoy any of the scenery. It looks stupid. Thank you. Like, I don't mind using BSP style walls, but that's ugly. It's mostly flat. It's a little bit curved. But it's just the fact that it wouldn't project the texture onto it properly. How do I flip it now? We need to rotate it. Hmm. It's a lot better. It's a lot less distracting to me, at least. I see it's probably just because I didn't match the texture up properly. See, you've got tiles tiling to the wrong tiles here. And there is still a goddamn seam, but c'est la vie. It is theoretically fine as long as we have our invisible walls. We don't really need any geometry. It is only helpful. Do you know what I want to see? It's a shader complexity. Gonna have to compile those shaders first, huh? So everything's okay except for the moving shader and these horrible tiny little particles which are like orange. I don't know why they're orange. No, we can't see in-game shader complexity. Okay. I wanted to see what the particle beam was. That's probably fine, right? Oh, they're not actually that bad. It's just because they're inside this slightly more complex thing. They look darker. Oh, is it a compounding effect? Because I have a weirdo moving alpha texture and a weirdo alpha stamp particle texture, maybe? These bushes are fantastic, by the way. I can't remember what free content pack I got them in, but look at them. They're barely above green. Yeah, so I think we're pretty good on the all optimization. That is, it is not happy. Beautiful, fast, beautiful, fast, beautiful, fast, beautiful, fast. Wham! In fact, even this isn't bad. Optimization, light complexity. I don't know what any of this means. Shame. Lighting only. This yeah, okay. So the ball itself beautiful. The ball itself is transparent to the lamp inside? Or what? Because the light's getting out, we can see that. But it itself is not lit. And this as well, what the hell? So the ball is what was that sound? Time to take the headset off. Time to take the headset off. So the sky is rendered apparently for some reason. Everything else is flat grey if it's just a texture. So even the fillet inside the one up, which is hilariously wastefully made, by the way. I should stop that. That's a sandwich construction. Really, it should be like a, well, it should just be a mesh because there's a whole bunch of unrendered faces. Got our sphere reflection captures here. Do I have to like build those? I don't have to build those, do I? No, but I have to build those. Oh, it's a box reflection capture, okay. Construct the reflection source from the captured scene, yeah. Reflections, sure. I don't know why the non-reflective stuff has got like reflections applied to it. I feel like I'm Neo in the goddamn Matrix. Player collision. Ooh. Hello. What is blue? Is it blue is no? Oh, hello. Invisible wall. You are... You. Blocking volume 4, yes, hello. You, sir. Layout. Are you selected? It is, yes. And we can't nudge. We cannot nudge. I did not notice that. Good that we have the visualization stuff. Right? I know. Undo that. Because we need the geometry edit. Blocking volume 4. And it's control to select more than one. Those. Wait, can I... It's the opposite one, right? Yeah. So we want to change that one, and that one. This one is on the other side, it's fine. We want to bring them. Yeah, there is. Probably take it back a couple actually. Take it back one. Scroll down to the actual Unos. There we can change them all at the same time. I think I may have just unlocked a tier of my brain power. And this is now on player collision, right? You know what? Most people who develop in Unreal seem to have a laissez-faire attitude to their geometry overlapping. Oh, for God's sake! Wish there was a fast way to switch between these two views. That's fine. Yes. That is fine. Ostensibly. That is fine. Was that the only one? I thought there were two overlaps. Oh, it's just higher, that's all. But there's not a gap at the bottom, is there? I've spent like 100, 200 hours looking at BSBs in the source editor, and I know if there's a gap, there's a gap. Lit. So what kind of FPS do you get in this game? 120? 8 millisecond rendering time? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty good, let's be real. We've got, you know, all these asshole dynamic lights everywhere. chat, sorry. I just fucking closed the program. Big nugget. Big nugget brain moment there. Huge nugget brain moment. Scooby Doop, Bashoop Doop, Scooby Doop. We never actually solved these, did we? Assets were open, the edge last closed. I want to open them now. Nope. Nope. No, thank you. I was going to do something very important right now. Oh my god. No, I wasn't going to edit the power-ups. I did that. I was going to edit the bubble boy, wasn't I? Was I going to do something with the bubble boy? What was I going to do to the bubble boy? Oh my god. Okay, well, screw it. I'm just going to stare at the screen for a while while I drink my tea. We'll figure it out. Been having a good evening. It's almost 3 AM. I should probably just stop. Kind of sucks that I forgot what I was about to do there. Kind of really sucks. If only someone could tell me what I was about to do. If only I could remember. I was going to do something with a variable, I'm sure. Variable, something on screen. What the hell? Well, as people say, if it was important, you'd remember. I think I have an aspect ratio issue actually. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to playing it in this, I don't know, semi-ultra wide format. But it's just a 16:9. I have a 16:9 screen, and it should be playing in 16:9. In fact, just double move. Where's the? Oh, for God's sake! This and then move. Or put it onto the old box of a screen. That looks perfectly fine. Looks beautiful even. I'd go as far as to say it looks beautiful. It's not playing. Jesus Christ. Gonna get me banned from the internet there, Sonny. Thank you. Thank you for the impromptu entrance of Mr. Steve Vai. Remind me to close my media players before I do anything and press a macro button, because my media keys on my keyboard stopped working one day. I thought it was down to the key itself. So I found a macro, but it's actually down to the keyboard. Apparently my keyboard is slowly going as insane as I am. Slowly, I say. I bought this at where did I buy this? I bought this at the game stand at Insomnia 2016, I want to say. Maybe it was 2015. It was a while ago. Anyway, tell me what I was going to add to this game. So I was going to add something, or I was going to fix something, quote unquote fix. Oh look, we have a projectile homing. See, earlier I thought to myself it would be great to implement a second AI dude, a second enemy, as it were. But, yeah, about that. I'm so sorry. I still got a 700ml bottle of juice to get through. How was that? What the fuck is that? I think it's just some paper. I'm gonna stop freaking out. It was, I don't know. It looked like a moth or something. But I think it's just paper. So no, don't worry. Do we even use this? Do we even freaking use this? I don't think we use this. Struck weapon. Great. I'm sure it'd be really useful actually. But our weapons are blueprint things, so we changed all the materials. Let me just have a look at Mr. Bubbleman. Yeah, no, we don't need any of these open, do we? Viewport. Yeah, that's more like it. That's what we want to see. Like, you know, I wish I could remember what I was about to do and do it, but sadly, brain cells notwithstanding, I'm afraid, I have collapsed into a regressed state of existence. Just ignore the fact that that says hive barrier. Just not important. Very, very much not important. Material. No draw. Don't even. BP character, BP baby collector. I am going to. I don't like. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. But what I did like, what I really liked the look of, were just some plain old squares. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, they look fine, don't they? I mean, it's not like I'd be changing them to something like completely new. They would still be squares. They just wouldn't have the little bars in them, which I guess might increase performance. There's no texture lookup. It would just be a material instance, and then it'd be scaled to a square. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Lighting info, light map. Show lighting stats. Ah, there it is. We built the reflection. Oh! The hell was that? Sonny Jim Boyd. Yikes. We can't get to that one. Does it happen every time? No, just the first time. Okay. That was fucking wild, wasn't it? Did you see that lag spike when we went over the reflecty boys? Where the cube reflection captures were? Did you see the slowdown? It was intenso. Now, I know the light that shows us which direction we're facing is cool, right? But hear me out, okay? I'm gonna change it. Cancel. I'm gonna. That's. I don't want you to do that. Just I want you to be a separate window, so I can close you. Please. Please. Bloop. Cursor. This light color. How about red? Intensity. 1000. You know what I'm going for. It doesn't quite line up. We do need to drop it down a little bit. Where's it's in the event graph where we set it though, isn't it? In the tick. It's close, but it is wrong. Z is 0. Z is 0. Set new location for bloop. Z is 0. What are we doing here? So this is just an XY. The Z is here, not input. Big vector. Look at mouse cursor. Minus 12. That's 100 minus. That's to get the number 88, right? Oh, do you know what? It doesn't quite work. Does not quite work. So we're gonna have to decouple the lamp. wait. Those reflection boys are gonna fuck us up. Sorry. Bloop is scaled 0000011. Cursor is scaled 0000011. So we just have to I don't want to attach it to anything. What is bloop attached to? Oh, I just have to detach it. Oh, right, okay, there it is. Scooby Dooby Doo dee doo dee doo. Scooby Dooby 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 Doo doo doo. Scooby Doo doo Scooby Doo doo Scooby Doo Dooby Doo Dooby Doo. Scooby Doo doo Scooby Doo doo. Scooby Doo Dooby Doo Dooby Doo. We don't need to. I'm an idiot. I also didn't need to delete all those paths. Oh, for God's sake. Do you know, sometimes I wonder how people even make video games. Do you ever think, like, how it would be that someone could actually functionally wrangle the Unreal Engine, or any other engine for that matter? We do not need this, right? Set beam source point. Let's conservatively bypass it for the moment, and just see if it works. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, so the laser pointer is just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and it's updating the source because but at the same time, you know, there was something about having the little cursor. You knew where your mouse was, and I've made the game a lot worse. It's my own fault. I know. I fully understand and witness. I respect that it is my fault. What I didn't want was to have a whole bunch of dynamic lights. I haven't reduced the number of dynamic lights. I haven't done anything. Just messed it up. Guess we're just gonna have to make like some kind of weird cursor thing that you can drag along the floor. In fact, we could replace Bloop with that. That in fact, Bloop could not be an invisible. In fact, we don't even need that. And we do. Ah, we do. Video games are stupid. Who thought video games were cool? Video games are lame. I'm just gonna check that if we launch the game, it doesn't freeze the game when we go over the reflection point. Like, I understand why it might want to go freezy boy, because we're pushing a light blocking object over the reflection capture point. However, the reflection capture is meant to have already happened. If you understand my meaning, it's not meant to be an active thing, it's just meant to basically throw up the data that it has. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's just in the editor that it freezes. Although there is a little bit of texture streaming going on. So I don't know. PlayStation never had a problem with texture streaming, dude. PlayStation, just whaps you out the full resolution texture. Of course, they were 16 pixels across back in the PlayStation, but maybe next week I can remember to stream earlier. Maybe I can find a small amount of time to stream earlier with, and maybe we can implement game modes that aren't just score. Oh, hello. That was an interesting camera angle. I didn't expect it to go that way. No. I expected it to be a bit more tame. See, I'm thinking that there are some clear upgrades that I can make to this game. We definitely need a cursor widget for the floor, because just like, it's cool. I know what direction he's facing, but it's not cool. I don't know where my cursor is to make him point in a different direction. If you get what I'm saying. Also, the gold coins barely have a chance to hit the floor. In fact, some of them don't even. So again, looking at increasing the lifespan of the coins again. The bullet hose is OP. Maybe putting an ammo capacity on the weapon power-ups. It's really weird how it took ages to get that central on the lad's head, but do you know what else is weird? The fact that the lad's made of copper, so potato. See, the option is let's okay, so it's fine to leave the reflection lads in there. So can I write this down? Am I allowed to write this? You know what I have? Let's just get the webcam scene friendly. And let's not use the webcam scene, let's use the webcam. We good? Are we good? Isn't there a live source previewer? Can I add a captions experimental for OBS? Interesting. No, I want to custom browser docs. Doc name and URL. No. That's not what I wanted. I wanted multi-view windowed. Ah, no. God damn it. Oh right. Yeah, but I can't put this into the OBS. It does show me what's on all the cameras though, and that's very helpful. But I can't stack that next to the OBS. Look, it's beautiful. It's tiny as well. You know what? Screw it. Get rid of that. I don't even care anymore. You can have a full frame 720p. Oh no. You can't see those. New notepad. I don't want a new folder, I want a new notepad. Can you see it alright? Do you need the backlight on? Whatever that does for you. So if we get ourselves a circle, that's actually fairly well calibrated. So this is does the Unreal Engine you look like? Close enough, right? Total. And then we add a page. And then we've got I could write these things down the second I think of them, don't I? Character. Cursor. Implementation. Brackets. Again. But good. Not enemy. Still in character. Weapon. Power up. Limit. Brackets. Ammo. Time. So we could have an ammunition count for the weapon. We could have a time limit on a weapon. Depends on what the weapon is. Depends on how I'm feeling that day. I can see my hand between the screens. Jesus. Enemy. New enemy. Rusher. So I have the idea for this enemy. The original game, I'm almost completely certain, was very basic, very basic enemies. You had basically just the ghosts, and the reason it got difficult is because the game actually spawned more than 4 ghosts. So we could look into that, but I think, hey look, it's my water bottle. I think it would be more cool to have a second enemy type, maybe. There was another thing. Game. Game types. Menus. Options. With a sad face, because that's going to be difficult for my potato brain to understand how to code. Big sad face. In fact, omega sad face. Little eyebrows. And save game and high scores. Happy face, and then also sad face, because I have to write that and not enjoy it. So I think this is the plan. This is the plan, and then a bonus. It's a happy face, but he's dead inside. We will note that. Dead inside. Make guns into skeletal meshes and rig and animate and re-implement in game. And make Balashnikov model in brackets charity incentive brackets charity is me. It's a joke. It's a funny joke. It's a super funny joke. Just roll with it for 5 seconds. It'll be okay. So we've got our that's the only button I don't want that. I want the page back button. So we've got our to-do list. I will read it out one more time before I go, just so we're all clear. Just so we're all happy about what's going to happen in the coming weeks. I'm going to click in the Unreal Engine so it animates for you. In fact, I'm going to simulate so it plays the music. The character, we need to implement a cursor, because I just unimplemented the cursor because I'm an idiot. So I'm thinking it's got to have two things basically. It's got to be a clear designation of where your mouse is, or where your mouse relationship is to your player, because it's a thing. It's a on-tick thing which changes your mouse position on the screen to an offset. It's fine. It's a beautiful system. It works. We need a way of telling the player where the mouse is, because I played a frame right after I changed it so there was no cursor, and it's a lot harder to know where you want to move your mouse to, how far you need to move your mouse, what direction you need to move your mouse. It's not intuitive, because the draft of the angle, it would be maybe fine. It would be maybe fine if the camera was more over the top. So I was thinking about something else. I think if you go into a corner, does it still stop you aiming right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. So we have to implement weapon power-ups. Limits on the weapon power-ups. So the shotgun is OP because it can hit multiple targets in a spread. The Balashnikov is OP because it fires basically faster than you ever need a weapon to fire at the enemy. You can clear the whole scene basically just by spinning around. So it's overpowered. It's fun, but it's overpowered, and that needs to be fixed. Just for my sanity, basically. Enemy code the new enemy, make the AI and the model for the new enemy, quote unquote model. It'll be a representation, still be some of this crappy graphics. I don't know why, or how it's fast, I guess. It's something that I'm used to. Dragging in primitives and using primitives. It's fast, it's easy, it's dirty, but it works. So the Russia, basically my idea is that they will spawn only on the edge of the map, and then once they have spawned, they will blindly approach the nearest baby collector. Mighty, with 2 eyes, thank you for the follow. There it is. You are the channel's 69th follower, and if you won't redeem it, I pressed the wrong button. If you won't redeem it, I will. I've already redeemed it. Don't worry about it. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your time here. Game types. We get sidetracked. New game types. My friend recently reminded me that there were a few game types. There was like a mode where you had to collect flags in a certain pattern around the screen without being killed, and while scoring as many points as you could, maybe, potentially. Were there maybe immortal ghosts that you could not destroy but maybe perturb? I can't remember. Do you know what? I'm gonna add an extra note on the extra notes page. How am I gonna do this? Haha. I'll put it somewhere. There's no real room. My handwriting is absolute garbage. I'm so sorry. I'll just delete the charity incentive meme. It wasn't funny. It was mean. Delete. Play. Litter boy. On stream. Actual joy. Blitter Boy is the game, as I'm sure you're aware if you've been to the itch.io page. It's clearly stated that it's the game that I'm stealing. I mean borrowing. I mean inspired by. But I haven't played it in over a decade. I haven't even looked at it. The only thing I looked at was the wiki for the demo disc that it's on, so I knew who made it, so I could credit them. It's Chris Chadwick. Whoever they are, wherever they are, whatever they do with their lives these days. Once upon a time, they were a PlayStation 1 indie dev. And I'm sure they work for a computer company right now. I'm sure they make video games, at least in their spare time, if not professionally. And probably professionally. I hope. Unless they hate it. And then, I just hope they're happy. Whatever they're doing. Game types. New game types. Menus. We need to make menus a main menu, an option menu. A pause menu would be pretty good. We don't have a pause menu. The game doesn't even pause when you die, I don't think. This is going to take at least 30 seconds, so you get 10 seconds of immortality per life, I think. Or is it 4? I made this game, I can't remember. Anyway, save games and high scores. So you see we have a score and we have a high score. Doesn't save that. It just shows you your score at the end. But as you can see, the game does not pause when we die. The ghosts still move, the babies still move. But we are in a state at which I think I programmed something. If your lives is 0 and you press R, it restarts you. It works kind of whatever. And next page, the bonus stuff. Dead inside options. Make guns into skeletal meshes, rig, animate, re-implement in game. Make the Balashnikov model and play Blitter Boy on stream to remember what the hell it's meant to be. even if I don't professionally rip the game off, you know, making it a one for one likeness. That's not what I intended to do. What I intended to do was to get familiar with Unreal Engine by making a game, and I didn't want to jump in with the project that I wanted to do first. For reasons I don't want to disclose. They're not dodgy reasons. They're not. I'm not being illegal, but I'm sure Chris Chadwick thinks differently of me. I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Blitter Boy was also not a professional venture. So I'm not saying it makes plagiarism fun or happy or good, but you know. What was I talking about? Anyway, yeah. So it would be nice for me to play Blitter Boy again, one time at least. I hope it's not like 40 winks. I hope it's not one of those, you know, candy-coated cherished childhood memories, which is just a complete lie. That would suck. But I'm pretty sure it's a solid arcade game. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be fun. And I'm pretty sure I will learn some things about what it was, what it should be, what it could be in Unreal Engine, which would be great, which would be fun for me, for you, and hopefully will lead us in a direction to take some action. I kind of want to finish this project. I have a few ideas of where I'm going to take it. I'll keep those secret, you know. If I reveal too much, you know, you might you might think there's no reason to turn up anymore, but there is, believe me. And don't forget, you can download the video game. The link below. There's a link below. There is a link below, and there's a link below on YouTube as well if you're watching the video on demand version. Anyway, it is very late or early, depending on who you are and what you think of me, and I have to sign out, I'm afraid. So hope you enjoyed. This isn't my closer. Whose closer is that? Thanks for coming to watch the live video. If you came to watch the live video, thank you. Mighty with 2 Ys for the follow. I hope you enjoy your time at the channel. He is the 69th follower to the channel. It is nice. And anyway, if you don't enjoy your time at the channel, you know, there's other people to follow. Don't feel attached to me if you don't want to be here. I'm not holding you to that. Don't feel guilty. But yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming to watch the video on demand if you came to watch the video on demand. And as always, I will see you. Bottle in the way. In the next episode.